Hey guys, Sri Lanka and Sammy. I have a shadow today following me. We're gonna talk today about online scams. What have I noticed? Gone are the prince from some far off country wanting to try to get money out of his country, trying to get it and you could help him, blah, blah, blah. What is the prevalence of the ones that I've seen recently? How can you protect yourself? Being aware of what's out there is the first step. The second step is protecting yourself. So we're going to talk about that today. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy. We'll see you right after this. Hey, I'm Sri Lankan Sammy. Let's talk about life after 50. Real talk, no BS. How I went from Canada via South Korea to now chasing my forever home in Southeast Asia. Join me for this next chapter. All right, guys, so online scams. It covers a whole gambit. Oh, wow, this dog is really loving me, following me all day today there, all the way from the house. I decided to come out today. It is a, wow, dog fight over here. Wow. Anyway, it is Monday, 5:30. I usually do my walkabouts in the mornings, but I figured I'd come out in the evening today because it's so cool. It's clouding over, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. I can see the clouds coming. I mean, over here it's sunny, but over there it's cloudy. So I'm not gonna stray too far from home today. Get my 5,000 steps in. We are 1 week away from me hitting Cebu. I'm so excited. I was talking to Lady Sarah yesterday, just crazy busy getting ready. Anyway, we all know what online scams are. These are people who are trying to get your money through hook and crook. We all know not to try to fall into these, but they're getting smarter. The old ones were, email links. You have an invoice from some kind of company saying we've deducted from your account. Any questions, please call this number. You call the number, some reputable country like Microsoft, Norton Antivirus, or something like that. And, oh, okay, well, to credit your account, we'll need this information, blah, blah, blah. And they drain your bank account. The other one I've seen and heard, I've never fell victim ever. The other one I've seen and heard is before I do that, I wanted to mention to you guys, the channel's doing really well. I'm really happy. I'm ecstatic. But a lot of people are asking me to do things I don't want to do, to make videos I don't want to make. I don't want to make visa videos. I don't want to make budget videos. Oh my God, look at these little kittens. Oh my God. Look at these little kittens. Oh my God, they're so tiny. There's two of them right here. Aww. Oh, oh my God. Oh, another time, there's three of them. There's two more over here. Four of them. Oh, there's four of them. Oh my God, they're so cute. Yeah. What's wrong? Hmm? Oh, so cute. All right, get off the road. Psst, 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 psst. Come here. Get off the road. Oh, they're so cute. It's too bad. I wish I could have taken care of that one's chasing that woman down. They're chasing me. Hey, what are you doing? So, I can't do visa videos. I can't do budget videos because they change so often. They change every week, every month. So the information won't be up to date. Also, my channel isn't about how to live now. It's about how to get here. The steps you need to take, the things you need to think about, right? There are 101 videos out there about budgeting. There are 101 videos about apartments, about traveling, about visas, about buses, about trains, about, you know, condos and stuff like that. But I'm not here to talk to you about that because I can't go to every single place and review every single kind of accommodation. There's no time, you know? I'm more about trying to form a community of people who are interested in talking about how they can get to this place, get to this position, right? So also, Adriana, you were mentioning before about the two groups of people, the younger and the older. I wanna do both. If the younger group, you know, those who are just starting their first job, and the older group, ones who are planning retirement, like, you know, in their 30s and 40s and starting to think about retirement, and those like me who are actively getting close to retirement, the three different stages. If we can come together as a group, as a community, and try to help each other, that's what I want to accomplish. Am I doing it the right way? I don't know. I'm not scripted. I'm not doing anything according to, I have a plan, but not really. So help me out. Let me know, what do you think I should do? What are you interested in watching? And can I do it? Let me know. Well, I am leaving next week for Cebu for 6 months, so that's going to be the experiment, right? Can I live in Cebu? What does it cost? All right, so the other scams that I've seen and heard are, one here, particularly in Sri Lanka, it's money laundering. So let's say, for example, you get scammed out of money. Now, you transfer money to somebody. There's a paper trail for that, so they can find you. But what if I hire somebody in Sri Lanka to receive the funds into their bank account? And then that person will forward a percentage and keep a percentage. What they think they're doing is they think they're doing like some kind of check cashing or HR or something like that. Desmond's sister got nailed into that. Almost. I warned him off. So basically what happens is I respond to an ad, an online ad saying, you know, work for WhatsApp. All you have to do is do payroll, receive it into your bank account, and then forward the rest. You keep 10% as your fee. It's pure money laundering. I don't know how it works because forwarding it to another bank, probably there's a paper trail, but maybe they do it in cash. I think they were trying to do it in cash, where you drop off the cash to somebody and then keep a percentage. Same thing with like a check is delivered to you or something like that. Turns out the check is fraudulent and you know, you keep 10% and you forward the rest from your bank account, and it turns out that the check is fraudulent and you're out that money. Then there is the famous although I haven't fell for it. I'll get the email from Instagram saying unauthorized. We've noticed that you tried to access from an unknown location. Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm getting a lot of those from Instagram. And it is, I don't know how they spoof the email address, but it is perfect. I Googled it, I ChatGPT'd it, and it looks authentic. But then I go into Instagram security notices. And it says, emails we have sent you regarding security issues, none. And I'm getting one a day from this Instagram account. And it is the Instagram email address, security email address. But they didn't send it. I don't know how they spoof it and do it, but they do. Same thing happens with Facebook. Same thing happens with YouTube. So you get hacked, right? They hack your account. So basically, what they do with it, I have no idea. Like, my mind doesn't work like that. I haven't researched what they do with it, but you don't want that to happen. You don't want to lose your account. Bank account information, oh my gosh. Trying to capture your bank account information. You know, enter your bank account information here to receive your credit. It's all based on job scams. So, you know, we will pay you to do this, blah, blah, blah. So you do this job online by just clicking, and you're supposed to make money. But then they say, okay, well, you have to top it up to reach $100. You got $75, you got to top up $25. And then they'll send you $100. Oh, I made money. That's so easy. I can keep doing. Oh, the next level is $500. You know, you made 250. Send us 250, and we'll top it up. And then they keep going until they feel they can't do it anymore, and boom. You know, send us $750, and we'll top you up. You send it, never hear from them again. You're out $750. Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammi here. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you're seeing, please think about subscribing and liking. Also, to help the channel get out in front of other people just like you, if you could comment, that will help the algorithm get it out there. And hit that bell icon so that you know when the next video is dropping. I truly appreciate that. If you want to sponsor me, scan the QR code right here, or click the link down below, buy me a coconut. Or if you are interested in life coaching, I offer that right here. Scan this QR code or click the link down below. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi, retire in Southeast Asia. We'll see you all on the other side. Then there's the you know, like, how do you protect yourself? Well, number one thing is, if it's too good to be true, it is. Nothing is easy. There is no such thing as easy money. There is no Bitcoin, there is no crypto, there is no stock, there is no savings account, okay? If you get a phone call, an email from anyone claiming to be a person you're doing business with, an entity you are doing business with, hang up and call them directly. Somehow Dad's MasterCard he never uses. It's the backup card that we have, or Mom has, for emergencies. It's never been used in 15 years, but because it's a corporate account, it has great benefits and whatever. I don't know. You have a backup account. So she has never used it. Somehow, somewhere in Calgary or something, somebody tried to use it at Walmart and it was locked out. I've had my credit card hacked, and I know how it happened. I have a very good idea how it happened. When I was in Pattaya, I was at a hotel and I left my card as a deposit for the day, and it was shortly after that that someone bought Facebook cards or something like that, or some type of using and my credit card company immediately canceled it and then reversed the charges, which meant I had to get a new card, which was a pain in the butt. So yeah. There's 1.5 million scams out there. And the newest thing is, it's AI. You can actually, it sounds like one of your relatives asking for money. Well, I had one on Facebook once, a long time ago. I haven't had it recently. And one of my old workmates from Bell Canada is texting me saying that they're in Europe and they need help. And I'm like, Susan, when was the last time I saw you? Oh, you know, I don't remember. I'm a little bit tired right now. I forget. And I say, yeah, you're fake. And I emailed her and said, oh, by the way, your messenger has been hacked. Someone's pretending to be you, blah, blah, blah. So she took care of it. I hadn't seen her in 25 years. Why she would reach out to me, I have no idea. Now the scams can be as easy or as hard as, you know, something like that, or as easy as someone you know trying to tell you, oh, you know, I lost my wallet, I have to pay rent, I lost my wallet with all my money in it, that I was gonna pay rent. Who pays rent in cash? And why are you calling me? I barely know you. Don't you have family? You should be calling your landlord. File a police, you know, send me the police report. Oh, I didn't go to the police station yet. Well, you know, too bad, so sad. It's like, if you're ever gonna give money to people, don't expect it to be paid back. Never. So how do you protect yourself? How do you defend against this? Well, the number one thing is never answer the phone for an unknown number. If it is important, they will message you. They will text you. That's how I look at it. Never answer a text message from an unknown number. If it's important, they'll call you. Never answer an email. Never click on a link. If it's important, they'll contact you. Nothing is dire that you have to click or answer or reply. Nothing in this world, okay? The IRS and I got, you know, please pay your IRS bill $5,000 today or else you'll be arrested. I said, I'm not American. I just like, you know, obvious, that was an obvious one. But here's the reality. At the end of the day, to protect yourself, you have to ignore everything that you get. And you have to go into the internet and anything you see online is 100% false. Now, how do you protect yourself from being hacked? Well, don't click on anything. Don't click on links. Do not scan QR codes. That is the newest thing. The QR code scanner, never scan QR codes. Never plug into public USB ports. Never log on to public Wi-Fi. Now, we do live in the world where that has to happen sometimes. So how do you get around that? Well, you have to Google security backups. So for example, you have to have a phone that is not connected to your bank. So you have to have two phones, one that you use publicly, one that you use privately, that has your banking information and has nothing else. It's not connected to Facebook, it's not connected to Instagram or anything like that. It's just used for banking. That's what I have. Public Wi-Fi, you can get USB dongles that protect your phone from being hacked. Never plug anything into your computer that you don't know. Never download or click a link. Only once, I'm a huge internet user, huge. I've downloaded stuff going back to Napster, okay? Back in the Napster days and LimeWire days. For you old folks, you'll know what that is, right? I was a huge hacker from like the late 80s. I haven't paid for a piece of software or a video game. I haven't paid for a streaming service in, I'm gonna say, 40 years. Video games were started. Then when I came to Korea, it was TV shows, and now it's everything. but they're getting smarter. So a lot of the apps that I use are online web-based apps, so you can't hack them, can't crack them. How else can you protect yourself? Well, the people say passwords, but trying to remember every password, mom writes them down on a piece of paper and she forgets, right? Well, then you can use a password manager. I use, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but I use a password manager. So it records the password. You have a master password that you have to remember to access that password. It keeps your credit cards, your address, your name, your birth date, and your phone number, and all of the passwords for all of the websites that you go to, and it stores them. And when you update it, it updates it as well. It works for the most part, 90% of the time it works really well, and it's across all devices. So whether I use it on my phone or on my 2 computers, it remembers, which is a good service. I like it. I pay, do I pay for that? I can't remember. I think I pay a yearly fee for that, like $100 or something like that. It's worth it for me. But where everything is eventually going is what's called Google Authenticator. Now, I live in the Google environment because everything is G for me. Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Sheets, Google Notes, everything is integrated. So that's why I use that. So Google Authenticator generates a one-time 30-second password. So you can Google this and figure out how to do it, but it's very simple, it's very easy. You take a service like Facebook, Instagram, Google, so many of the different ones I have, and you connect it to Google Authenticator, and it makes that connection. And then the Authenticator will generate a 6-digit code, like an OTP, but only lasts 30 seconds. So you go to Google Authenticator, you log in, it generates the code, you enter that code into Facebook, and then Facebook authenticates you. Nobody ever can hack your Facebook, because you do the two-stage authentication. So you can't log into my Facebook without entering 2 numbers. The first is the password, which is bypassed because you're using my laptop, and the second is the OTP or the Google Authenticator number if you're logging in for the first time. So for example, when I go to Cebu and I log in, it'll ask me for the Google Authenticator because it is noticing that I am logging in from a place that it is not recognized, from an IP address. The IP address is the internet address. So it knows when I move around. So I have Google Authenticator for several of my websites. So I'll never get hacked on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my AdSense, which is my YouTube payment platform. And then most of the other websites are 40-digit passwords, which I log into my password manager. They're numbers, letters, and characters. 40 digits long. Will take thousands of years to brute force open those up. So this is, I guess, 50-50 on what you guys can do. The first thing is, never click on anything you don't know. Never answer a phone call, never answer an email, never reply to a text message, never talk to somebody on the phone unless you're guaranteed. Hang up and call them. They're getting so good now that they can actually clone your phone. The other thing is with your credit cards, don't use the tap and pay. Get that removed from your phone. The RFID, get rid of that. You don't need that. So it takes you a few extra seconds to stick it into the machine and enter your 4-digit PIN code. But if you're traveling and retiring and your card gets screwed up, how are you gonna get a new card? You're gonna have to wait months to get a new card. So you don't want that. So turn off the tap. Worst thing they have ever done, okay? Especially if you're traveling. You don't need the tap. Never let your card out of your sight. Today, they bring the reader to your table. Never. The card stays in your hand. Better yet, put it on your phone. It's so easy to protect yourself, and you only learn how to protect yourself after you've been scammed. So hopefully you guys can take this information and use it, help you. Do you guys have any advice, any tips or comments on what to do to protect yourself? Have you fallen victim accidentally, not through any fault of your own, but just through habit, of a scam, an online scam? Not a scammer per se, but one of these like online scams, right? Let me know. Click the link down below, say hi, comment, like, share, and let's work together to help take care of each other. Remember, learn to live life, don't let life live you. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. No, I'm not retired with mom and dad. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired in Southeast Asia. Reminding you guys, please be good to each other, be kind, be friendly, be happy. And remember, we're not strangers, we're just friends who haven't met yet. We'll see you all on the other side.